So welcome back to the Original Wet on Wet Oil Painting. I'm your host, Jason A. Faulkner. Tonight I'm going to do something a little different here. We're going to paint two paintings at the same time. What I'm going to do is on this 8x10, I'm going to put some liquid clear, and in this I'm going to do nothing. We use this base coat. We try to show people how using the base coat can be detrimental versus helpful. Got a lot of people ask me, how can you call yourself truly wet on wet when you don't start with a wet background? But I do start with a wet background. It's just not a white or clear background. I use the base paint that I want. So we're going to open up this liquid clear here. It's been a while. I don't generally use the liquids. I use the liquid white for thinning and stuff on certain paintings as a paint, not as a base coat. But so we're going to put a very, very, very thin coat of this on here. I'm going to show you how to do this. I know a lot of other paintings programs don't do that. I'm going to show you how to apply it. And you fumble around, you find yourself lost, and you're not sure how much to put on. So be very careful with it. I've almost spilt it now. Okay, so we're going to dip our brush in here, and we're just going to apply. We'll start in the center here, and I'm just going to put it all the way up to the top here. Yeah, this is a lot of liquid clear. This is probably way, way, way too much, but we can fix that. So we're just going to continue along here. Now it's going to kind of soak it up a little, that canvas is, but that's okay. Just keep dancing it around. That's a lot of liquid clear. You say it's probably too much. I'm just going to put it right on here. Yeah, there's a lot of that. You want a very, very, very light, thin coat. So there's more than enough. It's real heavy right in there. It's saturated. So there's more than enough of this to put spread around on here. Yeah, we're just gonna. Now, if you have too much, which I do. I do believe I have too much. Maybe not out here on the edges. Yeah, there's plenty on there. You really see it. You just want to reach out. See? Oh, that's enough. Actually, you could use just a tad more in spots. But, yeah. Yeah, you just barely want it on there. It's just enough to get it started. It's supposed to help smooth the transition and help you with your speed up the process of painting, etc. Okay, so pick your own palette, pick your own colors, pick your own imagination. Don't copy me. You're not a pod person. I'm not here to teach you how to paint. I'm here to show you how I do wet on wet oil painting. So we're going to get started here. This is my usual. This is my dry canvas. So I'm going to pick the base color I want on this. So I'm going to take this Titanic purple here, this purple, and I'm going to put this purple up here on this side. We're going to come all the way across the top. And we're going to try to get this as light as we can. Now, some people always start in the middle, but I don't always do that, see? And you don't have to either. If you start in the middle and work your way out, pull your way out. Now, with that over there, the liquid clear, as you'll see, you'll have to start in the middle, and you'll have to make certain strokes, just like with the liquid white, or it won't take correctly. A little bit more, a little bit darker over here on this corner, on this one. I'm just going to dance this across along like so, man. Just put that paint right on that canvas, right on that dry canvas, just like that. Purple going up in there. This is such a strong color, but once we start adding white to it, it'll lighten it beautifully. So on the other side, I'm going to take the liquid clear brush. Now, I'm not going to use the purple, I'm going to use this midnight blue. I call it midnight blue. And we're just going to start right here in the middle. Now, unless you need to make these crisscross strokes, see, on it with this, to get the right effect. And then you do have to start in the middle and you work your way out. See? And now it's looking like we got way too much liquid clear on there with this paint now. But if you don't make the axis, it doesn't look right. You can't make the swirls because if you swirl it, then you'll have a swirling sky all over. And we're just going to put this down here. And we're just going to X this out. Go back to the middle, work our way back out to the edges. Okay. Now, we're going to take a brief pause here because I forgot to grab my white, and I'll be right back. Okay, and welcome back. So, here we are, and we got the purple on one side, we got the midnight blue on the other, the left side has the liquid clear, the right side has nothing. Now, give me a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you like what I'm doing. So, I got my titanium white on here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this blue, I'm just going to mix it with a little bit of this purple, right down in here. I just took a little bit of that liquid clear right on over in that blue. Just mix it right on over in here. You know, we're not using the liquid clear, I just used it a little bit. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this purple, there's nothing on it, and I'm just going to pull it over into here. See? Still I like that purple. Get that clear in there. Really get that nice sky going. Or early morning. Whatever which may be. So, we don't know yet. We're not there yet. We're just getting started. So, we're going to make some clouds up in here. Now, there's a couple ways to make clouds. You can make them any old way you want to. I'm going to use a fan brush here. I'm going to dip into this titanium white. And I'm just going to, I like to keep I keep this fan brush, particularly this one, stiff for these type clouds. Because I really like just go with it. And clouds are not always billowy, and everybody thinks clouds are always, you know, but that's not necessarily the truth. You see clouds in the Midwest, storm clouds coming in, you can tell they're a storm cloud. I mean, there's absolutely no doubt about a storm cloud moving in. Put a little bit. Maybe these aren't clouds. Maybe tonight this is the Borealis. Maybe we're up there. Maybe we're up there in the Arctic where you just happen to catch them. Oh, we got some light going on in there. Then we got some dark shadows going on. This is groovy looking. Okay, so you decide what you want to do. You do what you want to do. Paint what you want to paint. Don't let other people tell you what to paint. This is their advice. Advice is always good. Following is always good. Learning is always good. So, try this vividness here. I'm going to put some clouds in this. So, I'm going to use the technique I like to use here. Just like to play with it. See, you can make clouds. And you'll all say, oh, anything sharp you want to keep, don't touch with the brush when you're blending. And that's correct. Anything sharp that you want to keep, don't touch with the brush when you're blending it. However, I'm not keeping none of this sharp. I'm going to subdue all of it. So we're just going to come over here with a clean dry brush, and we're just going to start making this circular pattern up in here. And we're just going to start getting rid of this. We're going to soften all this up. You know, we got some mountain range already appearing in there. Just like magic, if you believe in magic, and in a young girl's heart. And we got this range moving in over here, see. You gotta have a an imagination mind. You know, you want to leave that in, don't touch it. Don't touch it, bro. Right across the top here. And we're just gonna soften this back. This far back as we can soften it. Soften it. And what we're gonna do is these mountain shapes I got going on here, I'm just gonna highlight them and outline. We let the paint do it. We let our imagination go. See. Once you don't think about it, and you see all these beautiful things going on, see? You pull up a little bit, and you just gonna brush and fade it away. Brush and fade it away. So, like that. And you may not see exactly what I'm seeing right now. I'll shoot it over here in a few moments. So, what I'm going to do is I want to highlight these mountains that I got going on here in this backdrop. We're going to clean this brush, and then we're going to take a 1.5 inch brush, and we're going to clean that too. If we need to, we'll put it in paint thinner. I don't like to use much paint thinner. I like to do it without as much as I can. Paint thinner is very toxic and causes extreme cancers, and whether people know it or not. So paint thinner is I don't use it very much. I only use it for certain brushes, my specialty brushes. I buy these chip brushes, disposable, throw them away. They're good for a couple paintings, usually just one. You throw them away, but when you get 34 of them, or 36 of them, or 48 of them for like $20, I guess it's worth it, huh? But then they'll say, oh, you're ruining the environment, you're throwing all that into the landfill. You can't win for losing. So let's move on that. And I'm going to take my trusty little knife here, and I'm going to get into this titanium white. I'm just going to highlight the edges of these mountains that we've got started here. See? And there. Kind of like a little bit like so. Just enough. I'm just going to pull that down just enough. I think you might be seeing it. We'll blend this with a brush here a bit. When we do this thing over here, we're just going to get into just a very thin layer coat of paint here. That's all I got. Very thin line. I'm just going to come along and I'm going to highlight. I mean, I didn't have to do anything. It was already there. It was already there. Put there the minute my imagination woke up, the minute I started putting the brush to the canvas, it was already there. Now maybe this rain come like so, see. We got a little roundabout up here. That's kind of how it looks. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. That's looking nice. And we got this side over here. Let's not forget we got a little bit more back in here. Maybe this is another little range right along there. Just yeah, we're gonna blend all this out. We're gonna pull this out. Now we're gonna take this brush that we cleaned, this 3-inch brush that we cleaned out. It's our dry brush. It's only been used to blend. And we're just going to blend this out the way we want to blend it out. You don't want to leave it too dark in there, and then it just will take up the entire painting. And we're trying to create a depth back in here. Maybe this is just the way this mountain back in this area is going to look. See, maybe it's not a mountain at all. Maybe it's part of the sky. You don't know yet. Oh, ivory mounts. Me, that's what I want. Mount down. Pull this all across nice and even, but not too even. Pull it where you want. Get what we want going in. Got hair sticking your canvases, just reach out, grab them, pull them off as best you can. You're probably never going to get all the hairs completely off of the canvas. Now we're going to spend a little time right here. I'm just going to make this good. The purpose is going to make it look. That way at a distance you're seeing it. It's icy cold out here. Woo! That's the place. Cool. I can just see sky right here. It's beautiful, right? Sky going on. You can't really differentiate between the colors, and you are colorblind for sure. And that is what colorblind means. I don't mean any offense, but that is what colorblind means. You can't distinguish the same shade of color that is too close together. Variance. So we're all good. Okay. Okay, so I like that. Sharpened it, smoothed it down, smoothed it out. Okay, now we gotta decide what we're gonna put in. We're gonna put some, we're gonna put them in this, and what's it gonna look like? What are we gonna do in here? And you may notice, you may think, oh, this looks like one painting. This is two different paintings. I assure you of that. A little bit more of that. A little bit more of that. People see things in my paintings that I don't see. And I didn't see any yellow. I thought I put yellow on here. Oh no, I put orange because I want to put orange blazer along the skyline here. This looks a little thick to me, so I'm just gonna touch it up just a little bit. Pull it down. When you start to get that purple into this down in here, that's okay. Because remember, this was dry canvas. There's nothing on it. And this had liquid clear, but that's okay, because it's all white. You will not end up with a mud mixer. I have not ended up with a mud mixer. Even when I thought I was gonna, I haven't. So, have some faith in yourself, as you're painting, as an artist. No matter what art you're doing, if you're sculpting, whatever you're doing. So we're going to take a look at this orange. We decide right where we want this skyline to start to go. Maybe the skyline stretches like so. And we're going to take a little bit of this red. Now I'm going to take the back side of the same fan brush, and I'm just going to touch below it where I want it to go, and then above it where I want it to go. So this way you can end up with a multicolored sunrise or sunset. Or on this, we're just going to use this red. We're just going to use the red. And we're just going to see the sun is right about here. Maybe it's just starting to creep along that, Don't worry. I hear you thinking, oh my, he's just ruined. Look at all that. He just ruined it all. Look at that. No. I assure you, not ruined it. We need to get into some yellow here. We'll grab the yellow, which we might. So I'm going to take this fan brush and let's stick it in, paint thinner. Like I said, I don't like to use very much. And we'll grab this 1.5 inch brush here, and I'm going to clean it out again. And we're just going to blend this out. skyline. I try to make the short videos and they always end up being long. I don't know if I talk too much. I don't think quick enough. Tell me what you think. We'll just move this right along. You get a little bit of that white in there. Oh, you're seeing along here. Now you see the difference? See how much harder it is to try to work this in with the liquid clear, because the liquid clear is trying to prevent it. You're going to get the same thing if you use white, a liquid white on a white background. You're going to run into the exact same problem. You're always going to have that problem if you use that base undercoat. And no matter what you do, it's always going to have that slickery to it. And it's always going to dull your colors. See how much brighter this color is versus this? And this is the one with the liquid clear, and this was not. This is the problem with base undercoats. It just smears it and smears it and smears it. So now you got to use another method, tamping, to mist it out. Or you're not going to get the desired what you want. Unlike over here. See? Over here I already got the desired what I want. All I need to do here is put my seed in. That's what we're going to do right now. See, this now is going to need yellow in it to brighten it, or a really bright white. So we're going to fingerprint white in here, just like right here. And this is saying this is where our light source will be coming from, from there on out. And we take a little fan brush, maybe we're going to put a little few clouds around in there. Now we're going to press down. Maybe just a little haze around there. Have you ever seen haze around the moon? Maybe it's not even. Maybe it's not even a cloud. That hazy haze around the moon that you see once in a while when you're looking out. Going. Now, moving along here. This is our skyline. So we're going to add a little bit of fractured light in here too. So we're going to put it right over on this side. So this is going to change our light sourcing. So remember that when you do this. So we're going to put some lighter color. I'm going to put some white up in there. So I'm just going to use this brush, then it's going to the blender, and I'm just going to put some white, like fluffies, all along it there, down along here, and I'm going to continue to change out the skyline a little bit. I'm going to take this 3-inch brush here, Buff all this up and out, picking along up those bristles that we lost. Fade it out. So we're just going to fade this out. Your mind will change rapidly sometimes when you're painting. Don't worry about it. Just go with the flow. No mistakes. No mistakes. Go with the flow. It's a painting. It is really, truly a fantasy world. And you're creating. So, you know. Here, and we're going to dip into this blue, midnight blue here. What? I'm not going to get into the blue yet. Nope. We're going to get into the brown here, which is actually a burnt umber mixed with burnt sienna that I like to create, and a tad bit of orange. It will give you kind of a rusty kind of looking mountain with black, which I like, especially in water scenes. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to mix it. You're going to pull it real thin, as thin as you can get it. You're going to cut across it. Nice. Pick up the paint, we go here, and we're going to create this mountain looking, so we're going to pull right out, pull across. And you might be thinking, oh, look at all that in there. Yeah, that's alright. Pull it down. Pull it down. Oh, yeah. Right. Bigger mountains look different. Bigger mountains here. There's no maybe. Maybe the mountain comes up like, these mountains come up like so. Maybe they're not as rigid. Maybe a little softer. Maybe the peak comes up like so. And it comes down. Don't worry about what's going on. Just pull it out. And so you have your shapes that you want going. And yes, I am using my left hand. It's not an illusion. I am using my left hand on the left side while making this one. You are seeing that correctly. It is my left hand. These are so small. They're complicated, which bless my daughter's heart. She gave me these for Father's Day, along with some 16 by 20 black canvases that she purchased at Michael's Art Supply. Bless Michael's Art Supply. I love Michael's Art Supply. And we're going to give a shout out to Medine Paints, which is the only paints I use. And I really love them. And if you like what you're seeing, make sure you hit like, subscribe, leave me a comment. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back here at the original White on White Oil painting. And we got this mountain structure going on. We have that mountain structure going on. We're painting two paintings at the same time, both 8 by 10 black canvases. And in case you missed it, and now we're in here, and we're gonna get this mountain going like so. And we'll be like, you're just tuning in. We're just getting going. We're just putting color on the canvas right now. We're getting our basic shape that we want. You want this mountain looking like this. And this mountain looking like so. Got what we want. So now we're going to take a clean dry brush, because we've introduced this new color. In case you missed it, it's burnt sienna, raw umber mixed together. It gives us brownish, really nice copper tan look. When it's dry, it's just gorgeous. I love this color. I mixed them together many, many times. I mixed burnt umber, raw sienna, raw umber, and burnt sienna all together. You get a gorgeous color, brown and copper, brownish copper, copperish brown. It's beautiful colors. So since we introduced this new color, we want a new clean dry brush. Now, anything you want to keep sharp, don't touch with the brush. So I want to leave these edges sharp. I'm going to continue to pull downward because that's the strokes I made to begin with. Maybe this mountain looks like that, see? One little, maybe it's not even a whole mountain range. Maybe you're just seeing a little piece of it, which that seems to be the suggestion. This is the land right here, so, okay, that looks nice. I'll look back into the camera, not to see myself, but to see what you see, because sometimes you see it looks different back here than it does while I'm painting it. So I want to leave all of this that I got going here, pretty much. So I'm just going to pull it. And keep mindful of your angles and what you're doing. Remember that. And now we're just going to fade this out. We're going to soften it. So we're going to use the tamping method on this with the liquid clear because that's really the only way you can do it. Tap this out now. You know, liquid clear restricts you, liquid white restricts you. Where I have no restrictions on this other side. Because there is no base coat underneath. There's nothing to smear. There's nothing to mix with the other paint. Just a dry canvas. So I put the other colors I want on it. And then that can smear and cause some problems on the underneath. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut this down. So we're going to take our knife, we're going to put it into the white, a titanium white here, and we're going to put a nice little edge on the edge, cut across, a nice roll of paint on the knife, and we're just going to take our line here, and get that paint on there. And use my back stroke. So, now if you find it just gobbing on this other, on the one where you don't have the other paint, that's fine. Just pick it up. As long as you get a sharp white line that you don't disintegrate, you leave it. You'll see. Now we're going to pull this straight as we can. And straight as we can. Straight as we can. And sometimes you can move the knife. And straight as we can. Remember, you're doing 2 different things, so try to keep up with yourself if you can. So you can't do the same on this side with the liquid clear as you can on this side without the liquid clear. We're going to put this line in here, and now we're going to get into our blue. Bring that blue. And we're going to put the water in. Now we're just going to fill in from the side. We're just going to put the water in. Water in. Since there's nothing here on the liquid on this side, without the liquid, we're just putting our glue, our water in. Now we can decide we're going to put some more land in there, how we're going to do this. So put the glue in all the way up to that white, sharp white line. Don't cross the dot, sharp white line. That's your horizon line. That's your break line, your horizon, or your land water line. Don't cross that line. Over here we're going to put a little glue. We got the liquid clear, so it's going to smear. And this you kind of have to follow the procedure, pulling in from the side, rather than doing anything you like. And restrict it again because of the base coat and the undercoat. Again, don't go past that white line, that sharp edge. You can pull up some of it with the brush, that's okay. Don't go past it, because that's your, I guess it's okay if I mix, if that paint goes over there on that paint. Because okay, now we're going to put some detailing on this mountain. Then we're going to put a little detailing on this mountain. Details are important. Details are what help make your paintings pop, provide depth, and make it look like you're looking at a photograph sometimes. So, over here what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my white, titanium white, and hang on my palette as best I can. Limit your hands. Let's see if I get this to break down along this. Yeah, I've always had a problem with that. Just doesn't do it right, and you know, even a very light amount of pressure seems to just, now we just obliterated all that. Kind of, but kind of not. This one. Maybe there's another line. Maybe this is not go like that. In my rheumatoid, sometimes I have some problems. But we are alive, and we paint beautiful paintings. And maybe we're just gonna put a little bit of glacier along there, like so. You change that whole landscape just like that. And we can smooth this out. And just kind of pull it out a little bit. Pull it out. Pull it out. Be careful. You don't want to destroy all your darks and too much white. So I'm kind of painting myself into a proverbial corner here. That's what you think. So we're going to add stretch. And then we're just going to pull it out. Disappears over into there. Like so. Yeah, try not to get this color onto your other canvas if you're doing two paintings at the same time. Just kind of scrape that white, pick it right up off there on the edge. Here. So we got this going on. So I'm gonna pull that. rocks jutting out here. So we got some rocks jutting here. We're just going to tap it. Just let it pick up what it wants here. And we're going to get in here. Just going to tap it. Just let it take what it wants to take. Just add a little bit more shadow, a little bit more dark here. A little mood right there. Don't panic. Put the texture in along in there. When you're close enough, you can kind of see some ridges. See? How well you can change with, how well you can adapt. That's what painting is about. How well can you adapt? If your mind moves and you see things differently, how well can you adapt? See? And what you see along here isn't quite what you think you're seeing along here. That illusion happened just like that. And we're going to move over here, and we're going to get our fan brush. I'm going to take my tiny fan brush, and, or maybe I'm going to take my, no, I'm going to use a filbert brush here. I haven't used this in a while, so I put it in some paint thinner, brush cleaner solution. It's brush cleaner. You can purchase it at the Hobby Lobby. You can purchase it at the a lot of other places. So that's just what this is. But I am going to take my tiny little fan brush here. We're going to make some palm trees on this side, but we just want them like shadowed. You don't want them real bright. At first, we got to add a few highlights to the top of that plateau mountain there. People would be like, what the heck is that in the background? So we're just going to do a little bit of shadow play along in there. You know, that's looking almost like a waterfall. Which we could make it. So you know, you won't be able to see. We're going to have to do a little implementation here. Just drawing this little bit of rocky cookie structure in there. It's kind of dynamic. This looks really nice, actually. So we're going to come along here. As you can see, you can't see any more past that. That's it. That's it. And you got this falling like so. Falling like so. Maybe it's hitting the water. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not even a waterfall. Maybe it's more like a vision, you know. Like, can't get past these parts here. They just a little bit of Texas dynamic in here. You're seeing it, what you can see, because that's it. That's all you can see. All you can see is what you can see. I know you're thinking, wow, that dude, that is so cheesy, so dumb. But it's true. Laugh about it. Leave me a comment. You think it's retarded? You think it's dumb? You think it's just not something, you know, leave a comment. I don't care. I don't take criticism. I don't really care about criticism. I take it or leave it. So, what we're going to do along here is we're going to start this like wave pattern here. Right along. So, now this wave come up. Wave coming up. So we're gonna pick our fan brush, tiny fan brush here, which I've been dying to use because it's one of my favorite brushes. It works really well with my problems that I have. Just kind of hold this wave down. Get that illusion of that wave. So we're going to use my fan brush here. We're just going to make some more. Come down here. This wave comes like so. Now we're going to switch off over here. We're going to get our pebble brush. And we're not going to get that for a second. We're going to get our pebble brush here. Stick it in there. Sorry about that. We'll be right back. And we're back. So, we're going to put this through the brush to work. We're going to, so, the wave is going to come like so. And just come around. Just like so. Look at that water. It just like do its thing. Yeah, so let's just swirl this around. Swirls around. Swirls around. Of course it swirls around. Swirls around because there's always a rock. And so we're going to get our little fan brush here. And white. Net. To it. So when we're going in here, take the fan brush. I'm just gonna put a couple birds. Maybe just a fine. Maybe close enough to the child, maybe miss out the feet, maybe. Maybe not. Some birds in there. Now, I noticed here, so I'm going to get into some sap green, plant green here. And we're just going to do some like, yeah, it's just its texture, its color. Give you the illusion of it. Give you the illusion of grassy areas. Okay. Like so. Yeah. And then we get it green here. vegetation down along in here. And make it look like it's going in the background. Tap along the edges here. And you got this big old area of vegetation you got to get through here. Here we got a 9. Right here we got a palm tree. So, oops! I think I screwed it up. Which I didn't. So, we're gonna clean our brush here. And get into our brown real quick. Over that green. The brown. Okay. So now we're designing our palm trees. So come down. Tighten up so. Comes out like so. Pull it. Turn your brush over. Lightly touch it. Pull. Light touch, pull. Light touch. Now maybe we just want a little bit of white on the fringes. And I see something I want to add. Look in here. I'm just going to add right here another little. Comes out like so. Out like so. And we're just going to add some a little bit of highlight, some white. Actually, we're going to use this. We're going to use this green. We just got the highlight on the edges, on the edges, on the edges. So, one more we do. One more we do. Stick out. Looks good. Looks good. So now we got this thing. We gotta blend this in. So we're just gonna tap all this around. So now it looks like it's been there. All its life. It's going deep down into the water. That tree. I kind of got hung up on this tree, but along the edges, just enough, you know it's there. Oh yeah, that'll stand out. That looks good. Okay, so we move along over here. We're going to put a little vegetation in here. A little more. Just got to make it look a little bit and detail as we want. Whatever we want. You can do whichever you want. And what I want to do, go back in here. And over here, I'm going to start putting this little rock here. there. Put a little rock in there. And this is some titanium white. Because you're going to have to show this water moving along this rock here. Oh, it's not real. It would be unrealistic. It moves around the water like so. No, we're changing the landscape of the painting. And that's alright. That's what it's about. That's what it's all about. Changing. Doing things. We're going to dip into emerald green. Over here. And emerald green over here. We're going to add hopefully some beautiful lush color in here. Rather than the plant green, I changed up to the emerald green. It's all green in there. Maybe it's land, maybe it's not. In the brown here. Tap in a little bit of ground surface in the bottom here, a little more rock, and it comes back along all the way. And it comes down like so. And then you're thinking, how can you have this? Well, here's the water getting back. The water gets back through. The water's right there. We didn't erase the water, so what we're going to do, since you asked that question, and it's a valid question, and it's a very good question. See the low points, the water gets through here, the water gets through there. So, you get into the white. And come right into the blue. Right here. Pull that line. Right around it. One. Right around it. Like that. Put a water line in here. Right along the edges there. So right on out. So you really want to get the white in here. Comes right around like so. And I do believe this is the end of this painting session. This was Jason A. Faulkner, and this was the original Wet on Wet oil painting. And I did two different paintings side by side. They may look like one big scene, but they are not. They're two different paintings. And I accomplished what I had intended to accomplish tonight. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time. Give me a like, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe.